Hello everybody, welcome back to Rimworld. Now a new day is dawning, though the end of fall is near. We only have 2 degrees outside now. In the rooms it's still a bit warm, that's a good thing, but other than that, winter is approaching and I don't think we're going to be able to harvest anything anymore here. So as we can see now, the temperature is reducing the multiplier for the growth rate here. Another thing that is happening is we have a visitor, an abandoned child from the blue, and Bringer is visiting the colony. She's named Rabe Irabaisayadu, and she seems to have a few items to trade. Alright, I hope she's not intending to join, because right now we really cannot afford that. And another quest is available, the deserter. Augustina Arianites, a deserter, is calling from nearby. She has deserted the army of the fallen empire and is being hunted by a loyalty squad. She wishes to join you at the Compassion's Cave. Arianites knows the location of key outposts containing everything needed to develop psychic powers. Beware, if you accept Arianites, you will become an enemy of the fallen empire. The pursuing loyalty squad will attack immediately. It is composed of 1 trooper. In that case, yeah, we might get someone then out of it to grow, but at the same time we get a little attack. We still have some traps now. She's joining. Where is she? There she is. What she's got on board? Some wool there, and oh, an LMG. Very good. She's actually a good fighter then. And at the same time, we're going to have an attack now, a bigger one. We have Nathaniel with a bow, and we have Arianites with, well, a machine gun. And there is now the raid quad, also with an LMG. Right, everybody join. She's immediately starting to put everything up here. And quest expires, oh yeah. So the quest expires in 24 hours, then we'll know the fate of Pristine. And there's also some trading here. Let's have a look what the trading is about. What can we do? Oh, some food would be amazing. Let's have a look what we can trade. One thing that we can do is we can trade some components that we find all the time. Trade that with some pemmican. So that is some basic plant food that we can use. It is preserved very long, so it lasts very long without being refrigerated. And that might be a very good idea to last through winter. So let's take that. We only have to lose 6 components for that. Let's trade. And thank you very much. That was a very good trade. So where is the raid? Since he's got an LMG, there's probably going to be some fighting if it makes it past 3 traps. I seriously doubt that. The other problem is this raid is not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is that we are now enemies for the Fallen Empire. But, well, as long as we have good defenses, I think we should be safe. It is still fall, so hopefully we can get at least 1 more harvest for the rice in. That might be a good thing. And as we can see, she's pretty good with researching. So that's one of her passions. She is researching. So we have now Nathaniel and her researching stuff for us. Very good. She's also good with shooting and melee combat, and a bit of construction. At least that's that. Where is the raid? Another thing that I still want to do is I want to still enlarge in my rooms so we have a bit more space over here. So as we can see, let's make this one another room. Righto, and this is now of course our bedroom for 1, so we still have no Arianites that needs a bed. Let's also give her a bed, and she will be sleeping just outside our, yeah, over here. I think for now we can move the bed then to some other place. Actually, let's move the bed to this spot here so that she has a bit of place for herself, because here I'm going to make some refrigerated area soon for the food that we have. The raid is still not close. Imperials from the... Oh, now they're beginning their assault. There he is. And the first trap, that's already it. First trap completely took him out. He's dead. So he's not even wounded. He's just dead right away. Left us some gold. Thank you very much for that. And I think that's it though. Huh. No idea. Let's get the gold. Yeah, that's good. It's a nice currency that we have there. But other than that, I think cleaning up a bit the mess that he's made. Something else? No, I think that's it. Another thing is, because it's winter, stuff is deteriorating outside here quite quickly. Oh, we actually don't need to build the bed ourselves because we still have a bed available. that we can install then right away. We really do need a storage room inside, so I'm going to use this one here as an inside storage room then soon, because as we can see right now, stuff is deteriorating outside, especially my hides and stuff like that. I really don't want this to stay there, so let's have this one here being mined as well. So there's a bit of more room then for a nice storage that we have inside of this area. Only Nathaniel is doing the job though. Let's have a look at Area Knights. Is she able to mine? No, she will not do that. Alright, at least, yeah, Pristine was helping there for a moment. Oh, very good, we can harvest the cotton. That at least is something. We should be doing that because... Oh, actually it's 14 degrees now outside. It's better again. Perhaps we still have a chance to harvest anything before the full winter approaches. We have 30 pemmican. That's pretty good. And as we can see, it spoils in 1.2 years. So, food-wise, we should be fine. Though, of course, we don't want to live off that completely. And it's looking quite cozy in here as weather is getting more uncomfortable. Everything has been mined. Very good. One thing that we still need is a bit of floor then. A wooden floor, of course. And we probably, yeah, before we do that, we probably will have a wall here then as well for the researching. I like it that she's researching though. Gives us a lot of time now and a lot of time for researching, so smithing should be finally finished then at some point. And exotic goods trader from a court of Alund have arrived. There they are. We do have some gold to trade. That might be a good idea actually, a good opportunity to find some more food and equipment. And everyone is sleeping now. How is she feeling about this new home of hers? Rotting corpse, unsightly environment, but other than that, she actually, yes, she also has extremely low expectations. But she's now our new permanent member, so we still don't know sure about Pristine. If she leaves, Pride will be probably sad, but then we get a new lover sooner or later. So for now, I think we're no longer completely alone. And of course, we still also need to do something about these traps, so hopefully they will then start repairing that. We do need the steel though, so steel chunks. We do have some compact steel here still. And the traders have arrived as well. And unfortunately this trader doesn't really have anything useful for now. I don't want to spend all my components, so we do need them ourselves as well. We do have a bit of gold available, but with the price of the gold we cannot really do much, as we can see. So she would have some trainers here where we can train some psychic skills or skill trainer for crafting, but it's all very expensive, so unfortunately this trader is not very useful to us. So they can still stay here for a while, rest, and then hopefully bugger off. Sierra, meanwhile, has awakened and is now aimlessly wandering around. He's still in restraint, so he's slowed down. Perhaps we can trade him for something at some point, or perhaps we can even use him then to our sides. He's a good cook, as we can see, and he's very good with crafting, so it might not be the worst thing to have him actually permanently then attached to us. For now, he's just aimlessly wandering around. He can, however, what we might give him is, we could give him some clothes, because he has hypothermia right now. We are being greeted by him. That's fine, so at least for now he seems to be a bit more calm. We've also now finished this room here that are prepared for my new storage. So let's make a new zone, and this one is now a new stockpile zone for us. Here we can then take everything that basically is outside right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disallow everything that is outside here, prohibit everything that this has at the moment, so people will then get it over to this new storage that we have where everything is allowed except for the junks. They can stay outside. The steel stunks, the corpses, we probably will take our own storage just for corpses, so they're not lying around then all the time anymore, but for now that should be fine. Also, harvest has started, as we can see, so there's a big harvest now. We're still researching as well, and we still also need to hold those things outside again, so that's some marble there even that we can use for construction then. This one hopefully, yeah, is not deteriorating outside, just as it should be. And this one hopefully gets transported now to the inside once they have a bit of time. Marriage is on. Pride proposed a lifelong commitment to Pristine. Pristine agreed, and the two are now engaged. At some point in the coming days or quadrums, they will have their marriage ceremony and invite all the colonists. Consider placing a marriage spot if you want to control where the ceremony occurs. Right, and of course we can do that. we have a zone for that, which is the marriage spot. And this one, of course, might be then also probably in the inside here, right? So this is where they can marry if they want. Alright, food is being brought inside. This one is our stockpile zone for everything basically, especially then the food as well. And here I want to have now my refrigerated zone. So we're going to get rid of the crafting area and the butcher area, and I want to reinstall the hand tailor over on this side, so far away from everything. The same with the fuel stove, we no longer need it just here, and I want to reinstall this one also a bit more over here. So let's reinstall all of those things a bit further away. And as you can see, everything is being brought in here. That's pretty good. Everyone's busy right now. It is 15 degrees outside, so fall is friendly to us so far. And the trade caravan is leaving again. Thank you. Sierra has gotten a bit of clothes. That's fine, but he's still going to be stuck inside of this room there. Everything has also been hauled now back into, into this cave, so we no longer have deteriorating leather, and for now cloth as well for this first time. So we can finally now, as we can see, craft us some higher quality cloth against winter, so that we have a better protection. And potatoes are finally ready for harvesting, so we do get a bit more food there as well. She's cooking it right away. Very good, having some meal. And this area is now free to us. So what we can do, since it's coming winter, we can have now the cooler, or actually two coolers. One is being used for the room itself, and the other one is being used then for this little area. Let's start with that. Let's have a little structure, and I'm inclined to go with, yeah, actually we only have the wooden structure available really, and this is then really just our room where we have food being stored for now, right? This little small area. We will also need a wooden door for that, and I'm going to change most likely the floor to sandstone tiles. We do have sandstone blocks. We do need, however, to process them into sandstone blocks first before we can do anything else with that, right? So as we can see, the room is being built, and once that is finished, we can then turn the cooler down. Steel wise, we don't have that much steel, so I'm also inclined to mine the rest of the steel here away. We can then have a wooden wall in between it. It is still fall, 7 degrees outside. The potatoes are ready to be harvested still. That's fine. Rice, probably. Yeah, we can still harvest a bit of the rice. That's fine. And what we still need now is the crafting spot. And as we can see, it's getting really full here. The crafting spot that we still want to have. And the butcher spot. Right, so that's happening up here. And for the researching, probably best idea to also have a little chair just next to it, where someone can sit if they want. Now this is then almost finished. It just needs a bit more wood. We don't have that much wood at the moment, so let's chop down some trees that are close by. And that was a good harvest, so we are getting some lots of meals coming in now. Very good. And the traps have also been almost fully repaired. So this one has the steel already, this one is being repaired, and this one is being repaired already. We can get the club back home as well as a new weapon. And finally, also the room here has been built, so we can now say the cooler goes down by, goes to 4 degrees, let's say 5 degrees, so it's rather in a refrigerated zone then. And then we have a stockpile area now, and this stockpile area is only going to house food. So let's deactivate everything first, clear all, and then we say food, and only that is allowed now here. As also I think the raw food should be then in it. Yeah, very good. We're going to delete the zone up here, so hopefully they deliver that then to the new room. And here we still of course need to have a wall then as well. Unfortunately, after 16 days, Pristine decides to leave. So this is something, of course, well, that happens from time to time. And actually, she married Pride and now she's leaving him. But, well, that's that. I don't know why she wasn't that happy. In that case, she was pretty happy. She even has a double room and stuff like that. It was perfect. Why are you leaving us? And off she goes. Quest completed at least. So that is something. She was helping us in the process. And perhaps Pride is now building up a relationship with Area Knights. She is permanently staying. And is he any unhappy about that? I don't think so. So I think he's pretty normal. Despite the fact that his wife left him. And as it happens in fall, we have another thunderstorm. And this one actually caused a bit of a fire. So hopefully my colonists are quick about it. Oh, yeah, well. You don't have to, of course, extinguish this one here. So it seems like it's burning happily now. It's raining. Hopefully that does something to it. I certainly don't want to have a big fire just outside my colony. Another fire has been caused now down here in my rice fields. Thanks to the rain, though, it's not spreading that quickly. Very good. That was close. If it wouldn't have been raining, I don't know what would have happened then. We've got lots of meat at the moment, as we can see, since we do have, quite some animals here went into our steel traps. We've rebuilt them rather quickly again. And I hope that we can recruit the Weaver. At the moment, he's still wandering around aimlessly. And her mood is pretty down at the moment. She slept outside in the cold as well, even though we do have enough beds. So that's not my fault. I hope so. And we've also finished now the smithing. So build smithes for crafting metal weapons like knives, gladi and maces. Work metal into clean, beautiful floor tiles. Very good. And also, this refrigerated room here, as we can see, it is now refrigerated, so it only spoils in 8 days for each food. So that's pretty optimal. We do, however, still need another cooler and heater now, cooler and heater system, to work for this room here, since they're getting quite cold then. Not this one. This one's pretty fine. This one here, though, has a problem. And poor Nathaniel, he's all alone now by himself. I hope they can match up together there. That would be good. And once again, Area Knights decides to sleep outside. I have no idea why, because we have available rooms and we have available beds as well. So I have no idea why she's not just sleeping in one of these beds. I guess she prefers the wind, cold, rain outside, but she will probably have a breakdown soon because of that. And the fire has returned. This time there is no rain to protect us. So Nathaniel's already trying his best, and hopefully we can douse the flames, at least that are close to my base. Cannot definitely allow that. Alright, I think that should be fine. It's far away from our base then, and we still have lots of work here anyway. As our next research, I'm going to have the battery now, so that we are not depending on the wind turbine here to run at all times, but we can store the energy then and then use it. This will be very important then once we have more indoor stuff that we want, since we don't have that much space here for power. I mean, solar panels can be added later, but for now it's fine as is. We got our little nice comfortable home in the mountain, and hopefully this one here will join us soon. He's still a bit stressed, so he still doesn't really know what he wants. Other than that, we are still now collecting a bit of food for the winter, since winter is definitely coming now. We are reaching 0 degrees, so rain will soon turn to snow. And as we can see, it is now -1 degrees, so really cold. Let's just have a look at my room. How is it looking? It's comfortable warm in our bedroom. In this room, however, it's only 17 degrees, so let's go with the next temperature that we have. Let's have a heater for now. That is then something we can have installed now for the winter time, and probably then move it towards a cooler in the summertime. Fortunately, this marriage spot we will no longer be needing, so let's get rid of it, as there is no marriage, unfortunately. Alright, they're getting in some berries here. As we can see, we got 30 berries and 4 meals, so for now we have a bit of food, and Area Knights is finally moving into one of her beds. So this, of course, gives her some good rest. Hopefully her mood increases then as well for the upcoming days, because, yeah, it's -8 degrees now. so a new battle begins. Stay tuned.